This is Providence Television International, the game changer.
Good day and thanks for staying tuned to Providence Television International. Yes, this is quite another exciting edition of the Week in Review, and my name is Ubebo Ikekwa. We'll be starting off with an interesting story. It has to do with elections. I will go straight to Mr. Augustine Okungbowa has emerged as the chairman of the branch of the Edo State Tipper Drivers Association following duly conducted elections on Friday, the 29th of November 2024. The keenly contested chairmanship position of the Ogede branch was won by Mr. Okungbowa with 76 votes, beating the first runner-up who scored 25 votes with a marginal difference of 51 votes. The details. The election, which was conducted at the headquarters of the Edo State Tipper Drivers Association in Benin, had 6 contestants: Omoregbe Lawrence, Stanley Osama Omorede, Osase Osatuame, Kennedy Osaibovo Dixon, Uyi Uyimen, and Augustine Okungbowa, vying for the position of chairman of the Ogede branch. Commenting on the conduct of the elections, the state chairman of the Edo State Tipper Drivers Association, Comrade Osaro Aigbekan, noted that it was peaceful, free, and fair. Comrade Aigbekan further stated that the open secret ballot electoral system was adopted to enhance electoral transparency.
For the look of things, the election is because we have been conducting election in this Edo State Tipper Drivers Association. It's just free and fair. As you are here now, you can see for yourself. It's free and fair election. Open secret, we normally do it. Except maybe in the election do election. But it's the wish of the drivers. But the drivers, they are not, their total number is 128. So they will decide to do it open secret for them.
In a similar vein, the state vice chairman of the association, Comrade Akugbe Kenneth Erunusele, stated that elections are not a do-or-die affair and called on contestants to work diligently for the progress of the association, no matter who emerges victorious at the polls.
Normally, whenever you want to conduct election or you are contesting for any position, so it's not do or die affair. So you may be the winner or you may be the loser. So that is the election we are trying to conduct. Everyone to see today. Yeah.
Commending the state headquarters for the transparent conduct of the elections, the new chairman of Ogede branch of the Tipper Drivers Association, Comrade Augustine Okungbowa, noted that his administration will continue to uplift the aspirations, rules and regulations of the association. He further stated that he will embark on collective leadership goals, stressing the need to work with other contestants who lost the elections.
It's always normal. But I welcome all of them back to us. We are one. There will not be any disagreement between us. I welcome them like a brother, like a father. They are to.
High point of the event was the official declaration of Comrade Augustine Okungbowa as chairman of Ogede branch Tipper Drivers Association and Henry Ogbeide as his vice chairman. Ubebo Ikekwa, Providence Television News. After several postponements, the Port Harcourt refinery has finally commenced fuel production, promising a daily supply of about 200 trucks. The Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited stated on Tuesday that the old facility, which has a capacity of 60,000 barrels per day, had been revamped and upgraded with modern equipment as 1 million liters of refined products were released by the plant on Tuesday. It further disclosed that the newly rehabilitated complex of the old Port Harcourt refinery is currently operating at a refining capacity of 70% of its installed capacity. NNPCL's Group Chief Executive Officer, Mili Kiari, also stated that the bigger refinery in the Eleme complex, with a 150,000 capacity, is yet to be completed, but assured that the Eleme complex, Warri, and Kaduna refineries will come on stream soon. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has approved free bus services for the people of the state through the Edo City Transport Service. In a press statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Fred Itwa, the initiative is part of Senator Okpebholo's administration's drive to entrench his policy direction. The free bus service will cover Benin Metropolis and the 3 senatorial districts of the state, intra and intercity routes, which is part of the governor's commitment to enhance the welfare of Edo citizens and residents. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for urgent action to combat gender-based violence as she joined the global observance of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. This marked the beginning of the annual 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. She also decried the persistence of harmful practices such as child marriage and female genital mutilation in Nigeria, which are often justified by cultural or religious norms. While acknowledging progress in tackling these issues, she emphasized that many women and girls, particularly in rural communities, remain trapped in cycles of violence and inequality. The International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women is observed annually on November 25th and was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 1999 to raise awareness of gender-based violence and to mobilize global efforts to combat it. The wife of Ekiti State Governor Dr. Olayemi Oyebanji has urged students in tertiary institutions to do away with drugs and anything capable of triggering gender-based violence. Dr. Oyebanji made the call during a sensitization program as part of activities to mark the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The First Lady stressed the need for relentless efforts in curbing gender-based violence, noting that it should be totally condemned in society, especially in the academic environment. She solicited the cooperation of stakeholders in addressing the scourge and reaffirmed the Ekiti State government's resolve to curb gender-based violence in the state. The chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasser Kwara, has announced plans to conduct Nigeria's population and housing census in 2025, nearly 2 decades after the last census in 2006. He disclosed this during the 2024 anniversary of the Nairobi Summit on the International Conference on Population and Development held in Abuja on Thursday. The announcement comes 18 years after Nigeria's last census in 2006, despite the United Nations recommendation for countries to conduct population counts every 10 years. A fire outbreak at the premises of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Lagos Operations Ikoyi, has destroyed property worth millions of naira. The fire, which started at about 6 p.m. on Wednesday, engulfed 2 buildings in the FRCN premises, consisting of control rooms, music, and radio studios. The fire started from an air conditioner unit before escalating to adjoining buildings. Several offices apart from the studios were also affected. However, no life was lost and no injuries sustained as the fire was curtailed and extinguished by joint operatives of the Federal Fire Service, Lagos State Fire Service, and the Nigeria Police. The United Kingdom on Wednesday unveiled its largest visa application center in Africa, located in Ikeja, Lagos. The British Deputy High Commissioner Johnny Baxter, who attended the launch in Ikeja, stated that it is a significant step in enhancing visa application services for Nigerians traveling to the UK. He noted that with additional centers in Abuja and Victoria Island, Lagos, the facility in Ikeja is designed to offer applicants a seamless experience. Emphasizing the importance of the UK-Nigeria relationship, the Deputy High Commissioner noted that Nigeria remains one of the UK's most important partners. Federal pensioners under the Contributory Pension Scheme have written to the Coordinating Minister of Finance and National Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, on the need for the government to release the accrued gratuities owed pensioners from March 2023 to November 2024. The pensioners who had earlier staged a peaceful rally at the Ministry of Finance on the 12th of November 2024 expressed appreciation for the minister's civilized handling of their grievances. However, they lamented that despite promises, their pensions remain unpaid. They called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the contributory pension scheme, take immediate steps to clear all liabilities in the sector before 16th December 2024, or face the embarrassment of having pensioners convert the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Office of the Accountant General to their homes until government meets their demands. Operatives of the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Enforcement Unit on Tuesday arrested 53 suspected drug peddlers during a raid of their hideouts. The raid was carried out in Gowon Estate, Egbeda, and some parts of Alimosho local government area of the state. The agency's spokesperson, Bade Yan Abdulrahim, disclosed that illicit drugs and narcotics, including Indian hemp, codeine, syrup, Colorado, and several others, were confiscated during the raid. The task force reaffirmed its commitment to monitoring criminal hideouts, black spots, and abandoned buildings in a bid to rid the metropolis of individuals who prey on law-abiding citizens. The labor movement and the organized private sector have projected higher inflation and a weaker naira following the latest hike in interest rate to 27.50% by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The groups spoke on Tuesday while reacting to the increase in the monetary policy rate by CBN. CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso stated that the country will begin to see the effects of the current monetary policies by the first quarter of 2025. Governor Cardoso disclosed this on Tuesday during a press conference, noting that the decision to raise the interest rate to 27.50% is aimed at tackling inflation. The founder of Project Cherry Love, Mr. Chris Omusi, is dead. Mr. Omusi, aged 73, died on Thursday, November 28, 2024, in Benin, the Edo State capital. The late Omusi's lifelong passion was reaching out and touching the lives of physically challenged people to make their world a better place. He founded the non-governmental organization Project Cherry Love in 1990 to cater for the needs of the physically challenged and less privileged in the Nigerian society. He has been buried according to his wish. And now to the foreign scene. A ceasefire between Israel and the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah has taken effect after 14 months of cross-border fighting that killed thousands of people. The ceasefire went into force at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Israel will gradually withdraw its forces from southern Lebanon over the next 60 days under the deal, with the Lebanese army joining United Nations peacekeepers in the territory. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu thanked U.S. President Joe Biden for his involvement in securing a ceasefire agreement. Before Israel approved the deal, Prime Minister Netanyahu stressed that the length of the ceasefire depends on what happens in Lebanon. South Korea's weather agency on Wednesday disclosed that the capital, Seoul, has been hit by the heaviest snowfall in more than a century. The bad weather caused traffic jams, knocked out power, and grounded hundreds of flights as authorities braced for more snow in the coming days. The Korea Meteorological Administration said 7.8 inches of snow fell in northern areas of Seoul and nearby places. It is the highest figure in November since the agency set up nationwide observation posts in 1907. At least 2 people were killed in traffic accidents, while falling debris from buildings and construction sites injured some pedestrians. And that's our package on the week in review. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.